over to side 2. Side 2, we've got this going on. So, doesn't look that bad really, you'd have thought. But all this here was all basically covered like this, and it's got a massive filler on there. Now, I've knocked it off, and you can see now how much rust has gone behind it anyway. So I'm reckoning it's going to have to come off all the way to here. But I've got to take it off anyway, because I've got to put a piece in here. Now my new piece which is going to go in is only this big anyway. I'll give you some ideas in a second. So the piece which is going to go in is only that big anyway. So what I'm left with is, once that's welded in, I'm then going to form a piece which is going to basically come into this bit down here as well. So I've got to knock all this off here, find out where the good stuff is, then we can weld a piece to there and there. So that's what we're up to now. Right then, so done a load more now and ground it back as well. So now we've got welds, you know, much more like this. I've ground them all down as well, all nice and flat. We've got a lot of penetration. It just kind of was a nice flat weld this time instead of a big bumpy one. I'll let you to grind down as well. Had a look at the welder as well, and I said that the wire speed had slowed down as well. And what was going down with the welder as well, I've got one of these. It's the Sealy Mighty Mig, and inside the Sealy Mighty Mig you will see one of these here. At the top here, you can't really see it, there's a little spring up at the top here, the screwing the spring on. Before you could just lift this up. I thought it was just held on a spring, but with a screw then you can tighten down. And I think basically it wound its way out, which is why it wasn't enough tension on the wire to push it through. So yeah, addressed that, tightened a little bit now. So now we're no problems with the wire speed. The wire speed was a lot better. Having said that though, now I am still on setting number 8, and I'm on max setting, and I'm on 06 gauge as well. But yeah, seems a lot better now. You can still blow the hole through if you're not careful. You're just going to be a bit quicker, I suppose, nowadays. But yeah, if the metal is, if your metal's rusty, you're going to blow holes through it, and you'll think your settings are too high. So get all the crap off basically, off both sides, and you do a better job. So now we've got this piece in here, different to the other side, in that we've got a piece missing here as well. Looking at the old one here, it looks like someone's brazed here, and here it is really distorted. As you can see there, the state of that, it's a right mess. The distortion we can cope with, because we have to put a lot of filler on here anyway. We have to take it back to here basically, knock all the crap metal out of it. So I'll probably take a line up to here, probably across to here, maybe take that bit off there as well, knock it off there, and then get the old cardboard out and make a piece for that. So I'll show you more when we do a bit of a cardboard piece for you. Right, and on closer inspection, we now found that up here there's all kind of rust appearing up here. There's a big flat bit of as well, like it's been smacked as well, and acres and acres and acres of filler, as you can see there. So I don't know whether we certainly got rust all the way here. I don't want to knock this off here as well. I think I'll take that off probably to here. We'll take that off to here and just see how bad it is behind this bit here. Right, so that's the next job. Right, so we took it off to about here, where we said we would do, but then the rust keeps going beyond it as well. Took it off right to here, and it looks like it finishes there, and I think over here it's just surface rust. So we'll get the grinder on that, see how far back we can take it. If we can get away with it, we will do. Otherwise I have to come out, but I think we'll have to get away with it actually. Also as well, where we put this in here, it has definitely kind of pulled itself in here, and it really comes in here a lot. But having said that, up here it sticks out a load as well. So all of my reference is this art line here of the arch, which has been pushed in by a car or something, I'm not too sure. So that line there, we'll have to kind of feather that out, probably from here, make a piece which is going to come from here, maybe to there, so like a line of reference, I think. and then obviously loads of filler. I mean, that's how much filler's come out of it, which is a lot. That was all up here. So there's been a lot of filler put in there, so presumably a lot more to go back. So we'll keep on going. Right, made me a cardboard patch. You can see that there, and there. There's a bend in here, then it kind of goes this way, and then it reverses back out again, then goes that way here. But here, it's all been lost because obviously there's been some damage there. So I'm going to take that line from there to here, and then tweak that bit there. Maybe make that kind of come down to here, roughly. But the fill will do it anyway. But, so that's roughly where it's going to be now. What I normally find is when I make one of these, I cut it out of metal. The metal normally ends up being the wrong size. So I'm going to go around that and leave it a little bit big. Then we can maybe trim it off afterwards. But like I said, it's far easier to trim a bit of cardboard. But this just took 2 attempts anyway. It's difficult when you've got these curves and things. Cause it just seems a nightmare when you bend it. You bend it, you think it's sorted, and then because you bent it, you find there's a massive gap at the top. There's a second piece here. So we'll give it a whirl and we'll show you more in a minute. Okay, so this is the piece here. We draw around it on there, and you can see you're going to cut them out there now. I've got these cutting discs, brilliant pieces of kit. They're only a millimetre thick, so the bit you've got to be careful with them because they are lethal if you twist them and stuff. You can make a right mess, but yeah, real nice cut. Because it's dead straight, I'm going to use this anyway. Other than that, I've got a nibbler which is pretty good as well. Show that later. What I've got here, this is steel, but it's got a coating on it. This steel is good. You can weld straight through this coating, which is great. So there's a lot of messing about. It stinks a bit. You've got to make sure it's kind of well ventilated, but it's good for drawing on and stuff like that as well. You're not going to grind stuff off as well. Obviously, before we paint it, we're going to take it all off, but when it's knocking around garage, it's better than rusty stuff all the time, isn't it? So, right, so we'll knock this out then. Right, we've cut the piece out. Here's me again. Right, so got the piece here now. Really tricky piece to cut out. So, good job we used cardboard. Bending was really hard as well. We've got things like on the bottom here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bends there. But here we've got one there. Then it's pretty flat, kind of here, with a bit of a bend there. So on the top bit, you can see how it kind of bends just out, but on the bottom bit, it bends the opposite way. So that's got like that goes down, and that bit goes up there. So we've almost kind of replicated, like it's been crashed into the side of. But that's what we've got to do to make it fit. So it's almost there now. It's a little bit big. I'm not going to fanny about getting an exact butt fit. I'm going to let it overlap a little bit. If I take a bit off, there'll be a huge gap. I'm sure there will. So I'm just going to put a few tacks in there, and then obviously here is really messed up here. I'm just going to put a few tacks in, and then I'll knock it from the other side and try and get it a bit more flush fit. So we'll show you more when we've got a few tacks in, hopefully. Right, patches in, ground down. A lot more grinding than welding, to be honest with you. Put loads of weld on, had to grind loads off. But that's it there. So that's not bad now, really. So we've got this bit done here, that done there. So now I've got this here. I think the bit I put on the inside there really should really come out to here. So I've got that there. So I might just tack it down the bottom. But I don't think really it needs anything there. If I put anything here, all the crap's going to get behind it and stay there. So I'm going to tack it down the bottom here to there and just leave it, I think, there anyway. So other than lots of little bits and pieces, I think that is the bulk of the welding done, I think. So, right, watch this space for more. That's Mark. See you for now. Okay, so coming down to today to carry on with this arch here. So it's not too bad. I thought I'd take a bit more off it because it seemed to be sitting really high here. So what's going on here? But then looking down the side here, this has happened. It's all just come away down there. I've no idea why. Last night I was trying to speed it up. I did have the heater underneath it here, and I don't know if that has made it. I don't know. But it had the zinc primer on, which is supposed to be, good for adhering to. So I have to knock all that off and do it again. So a bit fed up, but here we go again. Right, evening all, how you doing? Right, back with the Beetle now. So we're up to now. What we've done now is as you can see, that was the panel there. New piece is now put in from there, all the way down there, across to there. I've just gone over with some like P80 just to get it smoothish. I'm not finishing it off properly because I wanted to put the wing on because I know we had to knock off loads and loads of plaster. Not plaster, polyfiller. Body filler even. There was loads of body filler knocked off. So it all got knocked off here. All across here. So what I've done, I've put the wing on just to get an idea how much it was. So the wing is on now. If you can look down here, you can you see there the screws on that one there, and then from the inside here, it is pretty tight there. If I do it any tighter than that, basically it's going to bust the fiberglass there anyway. So I'll need to pack that up with something there anyway. So I've got it to there now. What I've done, I've put some masking tape all the way along here now. So I think what the intention is going to be now is if I can get some filler and basically pack all the way around there with filler, get loads on, take the wing off carefully before it's gone off, and then hopefully flatten it all down again. We'll get some idea of the true curve. Take it from there. So keep watching. Right, so I've put a layer of it on now. So I've now got this all around there, which wasn't too bad, I don't think. It might be a little bit low, I think, in places, but at least we've got the general shape now. So fingers crossed now I can hopefully let it go off a bit and then see if when it's going off I can unattach the wing and hopefully it will come off without sticking to this. I don't know. Hopefully give it a knock, it should just make a crack right way across there and the whole thing should come off. If it does, that'll be fine. Now then, if I put this in my window, you can see me. Yeah, so that's what we're up to with it now. A bit gutted today, actually. Today there was got my heart set on a Subaru engine, a 2-litre Sport, via eBay. The auction finished though when I was at work, so I thought, oh, it's all right, I'll be able to bid for it. So I'm going for 200 quid. I thought, you never know what happened. Anyway, didn't bid. Went for 261 quid. So gutted. Been taken out, all the wire and everything. So missed that one. So, still looking for a Subaru engine. It's going to be a 2 litre, I reckon, now at this point. So that's what I'm up to now. So, that's me now. It is Good Friday, so I think that's it for tonight, I think. I'll let it go off a little bit, try and take the wing off, and then that's pretty much it. Okie doke. Right, fantastic news. We've put the filler on, let the filler go off, it was just going off, and then we've took the wing off carefully, and it's not pulled it off, it's just stayed there. Perfect. So now I've got that. I'm gonna look at that. Perfect line there. You can see the thickness of it. It's pretty thick there, and I flared it out a little bit as well. Obviously that can come off there. That's just like a thin skim, really. But that's all right there now, really. So wait, that's gone off till after the weekend now, and then we've got something to work to now. We've got a nice edge there now, and also it's gone behind here as well. Which is good because it means that when it tightens up, it's got something to tighten up against. Obviously, that's why it got bashed in anyway. So yeah, quite impressed with that now. So a bit of a result. So that's me for the weekend. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye, Tyler.
Goodbye.
Right, see you later. Right, back to the Beetle. We're in the back alley now. So in the light of day. Here is the car as we are now. So, what we've done now, the last time you saw me, we were doing, what were we doing? We were doing this one here. Last bit you saw was this here and there. What we've done, we had to put the wing back on here and then find the line where this came to, which we've done there now. So it is a little bit on the thick with the filler there, but it's got to be like that. And that bit there, I'll leave that there. That's for the fiberglass is going to rest against there, otherwise it will split. So I've started just faffing around with the bodywork really. So what I've done now, I've got the P80 on the dual action sander. Had to go up the roof and the sides and everything. And what I've decided to do is, because the roof is such a big job, I've got most of it off, but we're drawing some lines on the roof, put it like little grids, So what I've got going on now, I've got things like, can you see this? I can't see it at all. Here we've got lots and lots of, I can't see the camera, oh there we are, yeah, here we can see lots and lots of these little things here, and I've got to get them right down. I can either pick each one out individually or basically just grind it down to fiberglass, which is going to be like this here. So we've done it in grids here, like that, so we know exactly which bit we're doing. Otherwise I'm all over the place. So that's what we're up to now. Right, I think I might have broken the Beetle. Undone the chassis bolts, which are, there's a load of bolts kind of under here. Undone those, there's none at the back really, so I thought, right, I'll fiddle out in the front as well. So in here, there's a couple of big bolts down in here and here. When I did the second one, the whole thing just went bang. And what happened then was, got a huge gap there, and the body had almost gone to the floor because I've got these struts in here. Now then, I can't lift this high enough up to release tension off there. So I've took the bolts at the top of it, which are, you see it there, I don't know if you can see them, there's some bolts there, they're out there, still can't get it anyway, so these are going to come off anyway at some point. So now we're just going to try take these 3 bolts out of here, just clean them up, put some WD-40 on them, all these sprays got to come off anyway, so we're just going to try take these out and hopefully this will just knock off. So that's the intention. So let's see what happens. Right, we're going to attempt to try and separate the body from the chassis. So, built some of these. See these here, yes. And on this side as well, got some there. So now, jacking it up from the back there. We jack it up, slide them under the back of the body, and then let the chassis down. So let's see what happens. So we've got the stands here now. We've raised the body up. We've got the sand under. And we started lowering the engine. There are some bolts at the front of the car, which are down there. That one down there. You need to release that one while the body's still up, because if it comes down, all the weight's on there, and you can't take it off. So we've loosened that one now. We're now right at that angle there. It's all separating, but when we separate it, this bit here drops to the floor. So we've stuck some bricks under there now, and now I'm going to try and lower it again. Right, that was bloody scary, but it is up on the back. You can now see underneath the entire car. The McPherson struts flop out, they're an absolute pig. And we've got the front of the car now like this. I did cut these down a little bit because it seemed a bit high, but now my major cock up is now these are shorter than the wheel. The intention was you should be able to drag it with the wheels out, which I can't anymore. So I've got to make some more of these to make it a bit higher so I can roll the chassis out. But yeah, amazing how easy it came apart, but lots of creaks and groans and things. So yeah, generally just a little bit scary. So it's off.